Hi, hello, my name is Mariah Ernest. If you couldn't tell by the name listed down below, well, now you know. Today's video is going to be a little different, not really much of a storytelling, not much of that going on, and the video is like, probably not going to be that long. So, YouTube. YouTube likes to implement rules and for their terms of service and make sure people follow them, right? However, they don't seem to like to follow the law. Apparently, YouTube was asking children who use YouTube, some information they shouldn't have been. So a few people I do follow that are like artists, and especially DAO artists. I don't know how many other artists are being affected by this. I like watching art in general. I like seeing it. It's relaxing, it's calming, and I'm 23 years old. YouTube made a mistake, and now people who make family-friendly content are going to suffer for it. And I don't think that's quite fair, if you ask me. I'm going to leave a petition down in the description down below. You don't have to sign it, but if you can look into it and sign it, that'd be great. Not for me, obviously, but for people who do use YouTube as their main source of income. I would love to watch the people I watch make DAO art, and like the life of Moonlight Jewel, Hexon, and there's a lot of DAO creators out there, or DAO repainters, or whatever you want to call it. It's very satisfying to watch, and they're in jeopardy of losing their source of income, which is YouTube. Okay, so anyway, and I don't have the money myself to go onto their Patreons and pay to watch their content, which is why I like the majority of the DAO creators, because they don't really have their Patreon for just Patreon users to watch. They post on YouTube for free content, and they get their money through the ads, and DAO customization is very expensive if you look at it, because a lot of times you're not using cheap products to create customized DAOs. It's expensive, and these people make their money to create these DAOs from creating these DAOs, and if they can't do that, because in the end, if they post their videos as children friendly or for child viewers only, they won't really receive an avenue, because there's not really gonna be many ads on their content, but they don't want to market for only 18 plus users, and that's an issue because they want to be free. They don't want to have to charge people to watch their content, because a lot of people who watch YouTube watch it because it's free. And there are people who can afford to do Patreons and stuff like that, but the majority of us who watch it and watch this content don't. And it's not just art DAO creators. It's also even cleaning channels. Jessica Toll and the other ladies I watch who clean their house. Jessica and a lot of other ladies aren't able to have comments on their videos because they involve their children. And it's not like they're involving them in a sexual manner. They're just showing you in the daily life of a mom and cleaning. And YouTube has gotten to the point where they weren't following the rules for so long that they're going to punish everybody else because they thought it was okay. And it's not fair to make everyone suffer, because there are a few people who are sick in the head, and it's not fair to people who post content who want to have their viewers involved in their content it's not fair to them to make them choose between posting the content and having your viewers involved versus posting your content and having stuff demonetized and you can't make any money and your viewers can't even comment. Because if everyone just goes to Patreon, which the majority of YouTubers are, that's how the majority of YouTubers get their money, Patreon or Twitch or another platform where they can receive money. A lot of YouTubers don't make their money off of YouTube. And YouTube is the middleman, basically. And it's not fair to the majority of us viewers to have to suffer because we can't afford to go to Patreon and support these people, which I would love to do, but I simply can't afford it. But YouTube, I don't know when YouTube started fucking up. I know that in the beginning it was pretty easy to become popular and make money off of YouTube, to be fair. But now it's people like me. I don't have much content because I am new and I'm trying to upload and stuff like that, but I don't think there's a chance for people like me on YouTube, because I cuss a lot in my videos, and by a lot I mean more than the average YouTuber. And I'm just using me as an example. YouTube's just not making it possible for people like me to actually have a chance to thrive on YouTube. So people who have a large following, even if it's just 1,000 people, they can't interact with their audience because the way YouTube is changing rules. And if I personally think that YouTube shouldn't be able to change their rules. When I made my email, when I first signed up, I didn't agree to all this extra shit. I agreed to what I agreed to. And I don't think you should be allowed to change that. Because if you sign a contract and the person you signed the contract with changes their mind and they're going to add some stuff to it after you signed it, I believe that's illegal, if I'm not mistaken. And no, I haven't really read through all the terms and agreements through YouTube, which, let's be real, nobody does. And people like YouTube take advantage of that so they can just change it. Like, no, it was there, you just didn't read it. And I'm just getting on to a long rant. Like, I know my content probably will never be shared because I share things about beliefs, religions, and sometimes I throw in a little politics. And YouTube doesn't really want people to have opinions about what's going on in the world, so. And I know I'm posting this on YouTube and I'm complaining about YouTube on YouTube, but I live in a country where freedom of speech is freedom of speech. It's not freedom of speech without consequences. I do believe in consequences, but I personally don't feel like there's anything wrong with what I'm saying. So also, it's just, sign the petition down below. Yeah, a lot of YouTubers are being hurt by this. Not necessarily me, because I'm not even being affected by YouTube, really. I mean, I am, because these are the people I like to watch. Artists, people who do art, are being affected by their material being art-based. And it's just a little bit annoying. Okay, that's all I have for you guys today. Have a beautiful day, night, morning, or evening, wherever you're on the road, and I see you in the next one. I'm sorry for the late uploads. Medicine's been making me all wonky and shit. And also, I've been trying to keep up with the impeachment hearings with Donald Dump. Yeah. So, yeah. Like this video to show support for people who are being hurt by YouTube's lack of caring of the law, but wanted to enforce their rules over the law. And then also, go sign that petition. You don't have to leave any personal information, just I guess your first and last name and your email address. Also, comment down below how you feel about the way YouTube's been going, and go support your fellow YouTubers who are art-based, because they're going to lose a lot of money. And if you can, go make a pledge to them. Go to Patreon for them. If you have the money, support your favorite YouTubers and just do it. Like, if you financially are capable, do it. And don't forget to subscribe, because I do post content almost every week. I'm not gonna say I do it every week because depression is real and I'm trying new medication and I've been sleeping a lot and it's not really okay for me, but I'm in trial periods with my medication. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, just awesome. Have a beautiful day, and how are you doing today? Bye!